朋友们，德国要完蛋了！德国北威州即将于14号举行地方选举，而近期该州德国选择党，也就是魏德尔领导的 AfD7名候选人在不到2周内相继离世，引发了广泛的关注。这一系列事件呢，不仅对选举流程造成直接影响，比如部分选票需要重新印刷，邮寄选票甚至被宣告无效。也在德国社会掀起了一场围绕阴谋论和政治斗争的舆论风波。根据德国媒体报道，离世的7个人包括5个正式的候选人和2个候补候选人。警方公布的信息显示呢，其中5人因为疾病或者年龄原因去世，1个人被认定为自然死亡，另1个人则死于自杀。警方强调没有发现谋杀证据。然而呢，魏德尔表示，短时间内多个候选人身亡，在统计学上令人震惊，几乎不可能，事件极不寻常，并且强调，我从未听说过在选举前如此短的时间内，政党会失去如此多的候选人。相关的言论也在德国社交媒体发酵，大量的民众质疑死亡事件的巧合性，呼吁彻底调查，并且推测背后存在着政治操纵。其实咱们中国人有一句古话叫做事出反常必有妖，这个世界上没有那么多巧合，尤其是巧上加巧，连来7次，那更是罕见。并不是说这种巧合没有发生的可能，只是在这种政坛选举的场景中发生了，那100%是人为制造的。当然了，德国的其他政党和控制的媒体自然不承认了。德国的主流媒体《每日镜报》指责选择党借机散布阴谋论，试图利用候选人死亡事件来谋取竞选利益。值得注意的是呢，马斯克他也在 X 平台上发声支持选择党，称德国要么投给德国选择党，要么就完蛋，也进一步激化了舆论对立。那说起选择党，大家应该很熟悉，领导人魏德尔颇有大将之风，近年来呢，在德国政坛影响力显著上升。在2022年北威州的州选中该党得票大幅提高，在今年8月的一项民调中甚至跃居第1，成为德国最受欢迎的政治力量之一。而该党呢，主张德国优先政策，包括重启北溪项目、采购俄罗斯天然气、停止对于乌克兰的援助等等。这些立场在能源危机背景下吸引了不少的选民。但是呢，他们反对欧元区、严控移民等主张，也使得其被主流的舆论贴上极右翼的标签，并且和传统政党以及欧盟机构产生了激烈的冲突。在这个背景下，政治斗争呢是日趋激烈，候选人连续死亡事件折射出德国政坛内斗之严重，已经到了必须要用物理消灭的极端程度，而社会呢也因此高度的紧张和对立。所以不仅仅是选举候选人短期连续死亡不正常，整个德国现在其实都不正常。德国的经济连续2年负增长，今年2季度萎缩了 0.3%， 社会福利体系面临崩溃的风险，而执政党呢也未能有效解决经济问题。面对萎靡的经济，默茨说解决德国经济困境比预期更难。也不知道他是怎么上来的，动不动就要教训中国，要么就要支援乌克兰，但是对于国内困境一直是束手无策，非常的无能。现在看来他比上一届的舒尔茨政府其实还要拉垮，而德国的现任总理默茨在6月的支持率还是 43%， 到8月直接下降到 29% 了。德国制造业3大基础都被自己给捉没了。德国工业基础包括廉价能源、不断扩大的市场以及具有竞争力的工业品，这3个条件现在全都摇摇欲坠，即将毁灭。而德国这几年的坠落和衰退之快也出乎人意料，自由落体式的衰退它不是战争或者是金融危机造成的，而是他们自己纯粹作出来的。舒尔茨和默茨这2届政府就任期间疯狂的搞环保税，监管负担飙升，能源支出也在飙升，社会福利开支占到 GDP 的 27.6%， 福利体系接近崩溃的边缘，而政府呢还要砸钱在潮水般的难民身上。本来能源就紧张，在3月呢，德国绿党为了基于意识形态的所谓环保，还炸了30亿欧元的莫尔堡燃煤电厂。 德国发电量5年来下降了17%。俄罗斯在90年代产成那个样子发电量也就是8年下降24%，下降速度还比不上今天的德国。因为能源和供应链的危机呢，德国大量的汽车、化工产业把产能转移到美国、中国，也加剧了德国去工业化。现在德国绿党只有10%的支持率，只能说这是他们应得的。总之呢，经济一旦不好，各种矛盾就会升级，包括政治斗争也会非常的激烈。所以地方候选人大规模死亡，意料之外，但也是情理之中。总而言之呢，德国现在整个国家都刹不住车，往黑暗的深渊狂飙猛进。
7 dead candidates. It's not American politics, but this is one of the craziest stories. AfD, Alternative for Germany, or to those who speak German and from Germany, Deutschland. Is that how you pronounce it? I don't know. I'm American. We call it Germany. 7 candidates have died on the eve of their election, and ain't nobody believed this is a coincidence. Now, the BBC calls it Germany's far right, but guess what? Even NBC News says it is the top polling party in Germany. So let me say it like this. There is a right populist political party in Germany. They are the biggest, they're the top pollers, meaning that's the plurality. That is the sentiment of the people. 7 of their candidates have died mysteriously, several without known cause. Now, the party itself, one of the individuals in the party has said, there's no way. It's statistically impossible. And as such, the belief is, my friends, someone is assassinating right populist German candidates. You see, these are people who are in favor of nationalist policy. They oppose mass migration. They're not far right. If you were to take any one of these AfD guys and bring them to the United States, you'd probably call them a Democrat or old school Democrat or something like that, which is really funny. Having been to Europe and met many of these individuals throughout all of these, different political movements over the past several years, it's been a while. You're surprised to find that many of them we would call left. We'd call left. Socialized healthcare? Oh, yeah, they're all in favor of it. The BBC, of course, calls them far right. Euro Weekly says German AfD suffers multiple candidate deaths. And then we have this. Mario Knopfel with the summary. Germany rocked by impossible wave of deaths in Conservative Party. Alice Weidel, the face of AfD, says it's statistically impossible that 7 candidates have died suddenly in the run-up to elections. For 4 of the deaths, no cause has been given publicly. The disruption is historic. Ballots shredded and reprinted, campaigns suspended, and local governments plunged into chaos. And all of this has erupted just days before Germans vote. My friends, I have made many comments over the past several years about civil war. Now, I don't know what happens in this country. I don't know if we have a cold civil war. It's information-based. It's manipulation. It's PR. It's fifth generation, whatever you call it. But you take a look at what's going on in Europe, and it is a facsimile, or perhaps we are. It has been known that these Western trends overlap with each other from Europe to the United States. We had Brexit in the UK. We had Trump's victory back in 2016. We've got the rise of right populism, migration being a principal issue for the United States as well as many of these European nations, and the issue leading to the rise of populist conservative parties. And Democrats are on board. Now, the reason why I bring that up, you are not going to convince me 7 deaths in the span of a couple of days is a coincidence. It's unprecedented. And ain't no reasonable person going to conclude that when you have the escalation of violence and political bifurcation across Europe and the United States, no one's going to believe that 7 people dying is a coincidence, just like Epstein. So don't play this game. The corporate press, conspiracy theorist Tim Pool says, call it whatever you want. I don't know who killed him or why. I'm not suggesting any conspiracy among any group of people. I'm just saying these are murders. Somebody. Now, this is the important takeaway. It's entirely possible entirely possible that these people were dealing with a standalone complex that is not a conspiracy. See, I reject conspiracy, not a conspiracy. Standalone complex, for those that aren't familiar, means that there is a individual effort in alignment happening all at once. It appears to be a coordinated effort, but it's not. An example would be everyone going and buying lottery tickets right now, right? We don't really call that a conspiracy or a standalone complex because, well, it's just a thing people do, right? We wouldn't say that buying groceries is a conspiracy. Now, the point is, conspiracy typically means nefarious or something untoward or criminal. And when we're dealing with a standalone complex, there is something that is untoward. There's something criminal. So the argument is this. Why is everybody going out and buying lottery tickets right now? Well, because there's a $1.3 billion prize. It's gone up. Everybody wants it. A lot of money to be made. To be honest, if the prize was $400 million, I don't see a big difference. 400 million, 1.3 billion, I get they're different numbers, but come on, you only need so much money, right? Well, everybody goes out and buys lottery tickets, but nobody called their friend and said, let's form a committee to go buy lottery tickets. I mean, like some people do that, I get it. The point is, in this regard, with these deaths, it does not need to be that a prominent, powerful government official made a phone call and says, take them out. It's that the left is extremely violent, and they have taken it upon themselves individually without prompting to go and start killing right-wing politicians. They've not released the cause of death for 4 of these individuals. They're saying it's natural causes. Really? 7 people from one political party in the run-up to election all just die? Look, I'm going to put it like this. Maybe. I'm not ruling that out. But you better bring up some evidence because right now Occam's razor suggests these are murders. So which is it? Powerful political elites are saying kill our opponents? It's hard to believe. Or could it be as simple as the far left is extremely violent and individuals who bear this ideology are taking this action? We don't call it a conspiracy when Islamists across different countries kill Jews and Christians. It's a part of their ideology, the extremist ones. I'm not saying all of Islam, but to be fair, there is in the Hadith that statement about Jews, which you know I'm talking about. My point is, there is you don't need to go to a Wahhabi, Islamist, Al Qaeda member or whatever. Actually, I don't know if Al Qaeda is Wahhabi. But you get my point. I'm saying of these groups, no one needs to coordinate their attacks against Christians. They do it. It's part of their ideology. That's the point I'm bringing up here.